Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and this is the Locker Gnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of tech news, gadget views, and other stuff the world can use. And I'm pretty sure one thing you could use is a new iMac. This we're giving away next Friday. All you need to do is retweet the tweet that I tweeted yesterday. I'll be sure to put a link for that tweet in this video's description, as well as a link to all the other stuff we're going to talk about today. That iMac giveaway, thanks to Parallels. I'm kind of happy, not because of the giveaway, but because I just found out a few minutes ago that Burnout is now available, or at least a version of Burnout is now available for iOS. I got this game for free using go.tagjag.com/free points, and I also downloaded hundreds for free, which is a new up-and-coming casual game for iOS. 2 paid games for free? Wow, not bad. Microsoft product placement. Does it work? Oh, Safari doesn't. Remember the time when Peter Parker used Bing? Yeah, that kind of ruined the movie. We found a few Microsoft product placements and decided to embed them in this article for you, including, Hawaii 5.0 got a Bing too? Wow. If you had a choice between the Samsung ATIV Smart PC Pro 700T versus the Microsoft Surface Pro, which one would you go with? And why? That was a question that Alex asked me earlier today, and we posted the full response on lockergnome.com. There are certain advantages of one over the other, but in addition to the lower price, the Surface Pro has a slightly higher pixel density, which is something to keep in mind. As I've mentioned before, lockergnome.com is going to quickly evolve into a place where you can ask me questions directly and I can answer them at length. Of course, I'll mention them in the Locker Gnome Daily Reports as well. But if you have questions, be as detailed as you possibly can be, and we may be able to answer it at length in an article. So lockergnome.com becomes you and me. Another question I was asked recently, does Apple have touchscreen computers? Yes and no. Yes, because the iPad is a computer and it has a touchscreen. Yes, the iPad is a computer. I'm guessing the question is really along the lines of a traditional computer, like one that, wouldn't be having a touchscreen on it, in which case the answer is no. Marvin asked me, do I think that Yahoo is dying? See, we're answering your questions in articles already. Yes, I think Yahoo is in trouble, but I don't think it's dying. It has a chance to reinvent itself. One of the biggest questions facing amateur videographers is using an onboard versus an external microphone. Audio quality is probably more important than video quality in a video. I mean, you've probably watched poor quality video, but as long as the audio's okay, you usually stay tuned in, as long as the content's good, of course. It's one of the reasons I'm bringing a dedicated USB microphone with me to live stream from CES next week. So if you're coming, stop by to say hello. I'm going to, for the most part, be in the AMD tent with the AMD surround experience. There's a geeked out log cabin, the geekiest log cabin you've probably ever seen, right next to the registration tent in front of the Las Vegas Convention Center. It's impossible to miss. So stop by and say hello. By the way, if you were watching my vlog, I think I figured out my business card problem. This is the wallpaper I'm going to be using all next week. That's my business card. You can scan it. Here's a question that sparked a firestorm of comments on my Facebook page today. Eric Blom asked me, what do you think would be a good first iPad to buy for a 15-year-old? My response was pretty simple. I'd go with an iPad mini. It's affordable and portable. He was asking for an iPad. The best iPad for him. He wanted an iPad. How did you want me to answer? Telling him not to get an iPad? That's a bad answer. Kaloyan agrees with me, and he's 14 years old. By the way, if you want to annoy your Facebook friends, leave this in your next comment. That's the word poop flanked by colons. Do you guys remember me talking about the boogie board? Apparently, there's a new update coming. This isn't exactly news, but the Surface Pro release date is set for late January. Patent Office asked the public for advice on software patents. All right, Patent Office, here's my advice. Dump them. Facebook app analyzes posts to find out which friend gave you the flu. The app is called Help, I Have the Flu. U.S. music market up by 3.1%, fueled by $1.3 billion digital track sales in 2012, according to Nielsen. That's Nielsen, not to be confused with Nelson. Ha ha! Are you annoyed by the lag in Android? You're not the only one. And in fact, on the XDA developers forum, someone's uploaded Cedar, an entropy generator, to help provide significant lag reduction in Android. Will this lead to less lag in the future for Android? One could hope so. U.S. Department of Defense signs new deal with Microsoft to bring Windows 8 to 75% of employees. Well, that's one way to gain adoption in the marketplace. But the Department of Defense? Does that concern anybody else? And speaking of Windows 8, according to the NPD Group, Windows 8 failed to reverse the declining PC notebook sales during the holiday season. Is anybody surprised? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I just got this message from my dad. He says he's getting an error when he uses Internet Explorer. That's right, Dad. I'm making fun of you on YouTube. What you gonna do about it, other than upload a video to your channel? Honestly, Dad, I don't know what your settings are. I don't know how things are configured. It could be a file type problem. It could be an issue with the website. It could be an issue with the fact that you're still using Windows XP. And that question of the day brought to you by GoDaddy.com. If you want to save money on anything you buy on GoDaddy, send me an email first, chris@Pirillo.com. I'll send you a laundry list of all the latest coupons that I have for you. I do love my dad, certainly more than cats, although I do appreciate this card sent to us from Jason Cohen. He's someone who loves watching the videos on this channel. Thanks, everybody, for liking, for sharing, and for subscribing. We appreciate everything you do so that we can continue to do the things that we do for you. We'll see you later.